What is up, guys? Welcome back to the German Muscle channel. So it is 10:41 in the morning, and according to my phone, it is about 28 degrees outside. Doesn't really feel like it. I am right next to the sun, so feels pretty good. It's supposed to be around 50 degrees at 4 o'clock, so who knows, I might be outside messing with the car. Anyways, in the engine bay cleaning video, I got a couple of comments from one of my friends. Said that I should get simple green to use to get all of the oil and gunk off, if you guys can see that. And a subscriber, KY Chevy, I think that's his name, he suggested that I use LA's Totally Awesome. I do have LA's Totally Awesome, but it's actually in my house. I don't feel like going and getting it. But I do have oven cleaner. Oven cleaner is some of the best stuff that you can use to remove oil and grease. I actually sprayed it right here yesterday and let it sit. I haven't wiped it off yet. I do have a rag that I don't plan on using on the car, so I'm going to use it on this. I also have some Purple Power. I've actually had this for a long time. Not sponsored by any of this, but I am going to give this a shot. So, okay, that was hard to get off. So, every single car that I've ever had has always had a really clean engine bay. I've never had a problem with leaking valve cover gaskets or anything like that. The Honda that I have, I've never had any problems out of that, leaking oil or anything like that. That motor was always clean, and you can actually eat off that thing. So I never really had to use oven cleaner on an engine before. So without further ado, I just want to show you guys how nasty this valve cover is. Then I'm going to spray some oven cleaner on it. Just want to get it all over everything. I don't know if it'll like damage plastic or hoses, so if it does, you guys will see it here first. If you guys haven't seen it anywhere else, and then we'll find out. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to wipe it off just in case it does. Okay, I'm going to leave it on there, let that sit. I'm actually going to give it, oh yeah, it's taking that stuff right off, it looks like. So I'm just going to let it sit there and eat all that grease up, get rid of that stuff, and then I'm going to wipe it off with this. And when that side gets done, if that thing turns out good, then I'm going to spray this side. Then eventually I'm going to spray all of it down. But let me go ahead and get this off of the wires real quick. By the way, you should probably be wearing gloves while doing this. I do have some, but I don't have them in the car. Alright, so I'm going to let this sit, and I'll turn the camera back on when it's ready to be wiped off. Hey guys, Chris Fix here. Okay guys, so this has been sitting on here for quite some time now. I actually ran inside, grabbed the toolbox, grabbed some Chris Fix gloves, and now I'm about to wipe this stuff off. So looks like it got a little bit, if you guys can see that. Try to get in and around this throttle cable right here. Okay, so it looks like it's actually working pretty good. You guys can see that this thing is almost filled up. So did notice that there's some connectors down here that I don't really want to get ruined. This hose right here is going to have to get replaced because it is actually chewed up down there at the bottom. And By the way, if you guys have a BMW, doesn't really matter if it's brand new or if it's old, make sure you get a hose kit so that way you can replace all the hoses. You're going to want to get the expansion tank, which is this thing right here, for the coolant. Just replace all that stuff, get a new key, all that stuff, because those things are known for going bad. So this bolt right here in the middle actually looks pretty clean, so I'm going to hose it down with some more. Shake it up first. Okay, so this back here is all riddled with oil stains, so try to get you guys a good shot in here. So all this right here down here at the bottom, if you guys can see it, is gunked up with oil. Yeah, this part right here, it's all gunked up with oil, so I'm going to spray some oven cleaner on that as well. Hopefully this doesn't ruin plastics. Alright, so I'm going to let this sit for about 5 minutes, let it do its thing, and I'm going to wipe it up. Okay, so that's been sitting on there for a couple minutes now. I'm just going to go ahead and wipe it off real quick. Okay, so I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it took it off a little bit. More of it got it on my glove than on the rag. This is like a lot built up right here. It's like really gunky, so I'm gonna see if Royal Purple will do anything. So just gonna spray that on there, let that sit. Hopefully that does a better job than oven cleaner. Oven cleaner does work, as you guys can tell. You have to let it sit for a long time. This is a fast acting oven cleaner, heavy duty, tough grease, penetrating formula. So this stuff is actually made to knock all this stuff down. So hopefully we can get this valve cover looking pretty new. I do plan on replacing the valve cover gaskets, so while I'm doing that, I will be scraping all the paint off and repainting them. Don't know exactly what color I'm going to paint them. Might go back to original gold or whatever color that is, or might do a custom paint job on it. So I'm going to let this sit. I'm going to wipe it off when it's done. Okay, so this side right here was Royal Purple and oven cleaner mix, and I think just the oven cleaner itself will clean all this stuff up. I did let it sit on there a lot longer, and I did actually spray a lot more on there. So I'm going to spray it down one more time and let it sit, and hopefully we can get all this stuff off. So I'm spraying the other side with Royal Purple to see which one is better. So one more spray with oven cleaner on this side. Okay, so as you can tell, I sprayed this side down one more time with the oven cleaner. Now I'm going to spray this side down with the Royal Purple. So I was actually trying to take the air box out of the way because it's full of trash, and there's a 10mm bolt. It bolts down there. You actually have to loosen this bolt up, jiggle this out of the way, and then this will come up. But it's connected down here to this little hose thing, and it's got one of those clamps on it that are one-time use only, that silver clamp. So instead of messing with that and breaking other stuff, I'm just going to leave it the way it is, move this up out of the way, and I have access to the valve cover. So I'm going to spray this side down with the Royal Purple and see which one cleans up better. Okay, so I took off the mass airflow sensor and cover this side up with a rag. You don't want to get anything in there because whatever gets in there goes directly inside of your engine. So make sure that you block that off, and your serpentine belt is right down there, so make sure you don't get anything on that because it could cause the belt to slip off. So I'm just going to spray this down. That should be enough. So I'm going to let that stuff soak in, and I will wipe it off here in a couple of minutes. Okay, so that's the last of what I'm going to do with the oven cleaner. As you guys can tell, it does clean up really nice. I would suggest getting a pretty strong brush and come out here and agitate it. There's brushes that you can buy with brass, metal, and just regular brush. I would use the one with the straws on it, whatever you call it, can't remember, and use that to clean it up. But as you guys can tell, it is 1,000 times better. So this side is done with the oven cleaner. So now let's move on to royal purple. And this is the royal purple side. Okay, so just off of a couple of sprays, let it sit for a little while and then wipe it down. This actually looks really clean. So this is just the top part of the valve cover that wasn't really that filthy with oil and all that stuff. I'm not even going to attempt to try it down here because I don't think it's actually going to pull that much oil up. But it definitely cleaned this side up. This side wasn't really all that dirty compared to this side. So that is basically all that I'm going to be doing with these two products. So if you guys want to do an engine bay cleaning on your car, if you have a lot of oil gunked up, I would suggest going with oven cleaner. Spray it on heavily, let it sit for about 15 minutes, and then wipe it away. So you'll probably have to do it for a little while unless you get like a wire brush or like one of the regular brushes. I'll throw it up on the screen, the brush that I'm talking about, so you guys don't get confused. But agitate it with the brush, and then you should have a really squeaky clean looking motor. So that's basically all that I have for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. It lets YouTube know that you guys are liking my videos, and it gets my videos seen a lot more. That way I can get more subscribers and stuff like that. So anyways, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and let me know which one you guys think worked the best. I know I did spray royal purple and oven cleaner on this side, but oven cleaner takes the W because I sprayed it on first, and that would be the first to penetrate it. So anyways, like, comment, subscribe, turn on bell notification, and follow me on Instagram at German_muscle_E38, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.